You've come to the end of a problem on a test, and the final answer needs to be the correct number of significant digits. How do you know which digits are significant? Significant digits, or significant figures, represent the certainty of a place value. If the figure isn't 0, it's always significant. But what about 0 itself? Think of zeros as donuts. If we are unsure about a place value, 0 can act as a placeholder. In that case, the 0 isn't significant. These zeros would be plain donuts. Let's guess how many kernels are in this bag of popcorn. Let's guess that there are 110 kernels. Scientifically, this means that we are sure there are at least 110 kernels and no more than 119. Because we're not sure, we put a 0 at the end. If we were sure that there were exactly 110 kernels, then we will put a decimal point at the end. All three of these figures would then be significant. When there is a decimal point, all the zeros after the last non-zero are significant. They would be like donuts with sprinkles. Any zeros before the first non-zero are not significant. Decimal point or not, any zeros between non-zeros are always significant. Now that we know the basics, let's solve some problems. The first thing to do is to identify how many significant figures are in each number. You can see that the smallest number of sig figs in a number is 2. Work out the problem. You should get an answer somewhere around 207.009875. We can only have 2 sig figs in our final answer. We have to round in order to get that. We can round down to 207, but that number has 3 sig figs, not 2. So we are forced to round it again, which brings us to 210, which has 2 sig figs. Let's try another one. The lowest number of sig figs we can find for a number is 3. After solving the problem, we have an answer of 1202.49532. If we round the ones place, we have 1202, which has 4 sig figs. Not good enough. If we round 1202, we're rounding down to 1200. That's 2 sig figs. Not good enough. The answer is to use scientific notation. With scientific notation, you can write any number in the right number of significant figures as long as you multiply 10 to the correct exponent. Since we want 3 significant figures, we can write it as 1.20 multiplied by 10 to the third power, since it takes 3 jumps from the decimal point to get to the ones place. Here are some more sig fig problems to churn out. The answers are in the description. You're still here? You must really love the video. Drop it a like and subscribe for more of 100 points.